In a previous clip, Julie was talking about meanings and how meanings can be green bucket or they can be pink bucket. They can close down our resourcefulness or they can open up our resourcefulness. The thing is about meanings is we kind of often assign them almost on autopilot without really even noticing. It's just one of those things that we do as meaning generators. And it seems so real because we generated it. It just seems like truth. It seems like fact. It seems like the only possible meaning anyone could have assigned to it. And in fact, that is so far from the truth. You know, the limitless meanings that you could give to any kind of situation, in fact. Some of them will work, some of them won't. So if we become more aware and we take ourselves out of that autopilot, just giving meanings and accepting meanings, we've put choice on the table. We can say, okay, I just gave that a really crummy meaning and it's really shut down my resourcefulness and it's going to get in the way of me achieving what I want to achieve or experiencing what I want to achieve. You know, what other meaning that might be more pink bucket could I assign in this moment? Out of the many possible meanings that are available to me, which ones would serve me best? Because I've got choice, because actually there is no one objective reality meaning that has more truth than any other possible meaning. The thing is about those meanings, because they seem so real when we assign them, they affect what happens next. We end up generating self-fulfilling prophecies and kind of proving, oh, we were right all along with the meanings we assigned, whether they were green bucket or whether they were pink bucket. So we end up doing more of the green bucket if that's what we chose, because we generated all the evidence that proved it. Or we do more of the pink bucket if that's, you know, what we chose, because it ends up, you know, proving itself. So I want to be in a pink bucket spiral rather than a green bucket spiral, and I'm sure you do too. We want to be accessing our resources as frequently as possible rather than closing them down. So what I'm inviting you to do is question meanings. If a meaning that you assign to anything feels like it's shutting down your resourcefulness, just say, you know what? There could be a better meaning I could assign in this moment that could open my resources again and have me thriving. What possible one could I assign right now? Just commit to do that. Even if it's only some of the time to begin with, you'll get momentum with this. Let me give you an example. In our book, we talk about a made-up scenario where John misses a flight. That's a fact. He misses a flight. And it was quite an important flight because he was going to be meeting with his fiancée on holiday and, you know, having a really great relaxing time, and it really mattered that this was going to be a cracking holiday. Now, it can't change the fact that he's missed his flight. You know, that's not what this is about. It's about what meaning he assigns next. And there are so many possible meanings in the book. Pink Bucket Thinking, we put a whole list of possible meanings and the effect of that. Let's just take two, a green bucket one and a pink bucket one. Okay, he's missed his flight and he chooses a green bucket meaning, this means the whole marriage thing is a bad omen. Me missing this flight, it means my marriage is probably not meant to happen. I'm not meant to be on this holiday with my fiancée looking ahead to our marriage. I think you'll agree that's pretty green bucket if he had intended to have a great marriage with this woman. So it's going to be shutting down his resources, it's going to be deflating him, it's going to be having him potentially dream up all kinds of other bad things are going to happen on this holiday. I probably shouldn't even be flying. He's going to turn up eventually, if he even takes the flight, he's going to turn up in a state that is going to mean his connection with Karen, his fiancée, is not going to be at its best. He's probably going to start generating the very things that could put his future marriage at risk. It's going to turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. He'll prove himself right, I knew it all along. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Let's go to a pink bucket perspective. By the way, that was valid, but this one's going to take you into a better direction. So John instead says, gosh, what an opportunity from the universe. This means I'm going to get all that work that I was taking with me to do in mornings, I'm going to get it done while I'm waiting for the next available flight. It means I can turn up in a much better state. I can be in total holiday mode. I can be totally there for Karen. It means I can ring ahead. I can organise some nice treats for Karen while I'm getting my next flight. She can have a relaxing massage, you know, she can go and have a great meal. I'll set up some really nice things, some surprises. I'll arrive in a restful state, having got all my work done. And this is going to be an even better holiday than I thought it was going to be. You know, what a gift from the universe that I've missed this flight. And that I probably ended up sat next to someone who I didn't get on with, and you know, I would have been wishing I'd got a different seat. You can see there's very different meanings there. It's a pink bucket perspective. You know, the thing is about this is that neither of those perspectives are any more valid than the other, but they will affect what happens next, both inside in terms of my state and my next set of thoughts, but also in terms of how that leaks into my behaviour, how it leaks into my communications, how it leaks into my body language. So these self-fulfilling prophecies really matter. Make a commitment. Challenge meanings if they're unhelpful. Assign new meanings. Experiment with assigning new meanings if there seem to be some better ones that will help you achieve and experience better things. For more, go to pinkbucketthinking.com.